Hey, hi everybody. It's Dan and Tina, and it's mid-December here in Arizona. Actually, it's the
End of December.
End of December. So we're just a few days into our winter, and we thought we'd give you an update on the status of our garden and how everything is doing. And so we're just going to take a quick walk around. So here we're working on the orchard. So we have our Christmas trees in there right now. Some of them are kind of where future trees are going to go. And we're trying to find a couple apricot trees to kind of finish off the planting of this. So over here we have a little bit of the agave garden, the succulent garden all around the edge. But we just recently planted a couple figs. So you see these figs are very happy right now. These are some that our neighbor gave us a cutting just, I don't know, a year ago.
Yeah.
And we've had it in pots until we've been waiting for a perfect time to go ahead and put them in. We also just planted a Barbados cherry. You see we have a couple wild sunflowers coming up from the bird feeder. Let's see, sugar cane. Again, that was a friend that gave us that. And it's really been taken off nicely.
This is a different variety of fig. This is actually a mission fig, another cutting from one of my friends.
It's got a few rust spots on it too, but I think that's kind of normal this time of year. Again, we're just waiting for a little bit of cold to help get everything to go dormant. More of the succulent area. Bunch of wild brittle bush, the plum tree, Santa Rosa plum, another fig, that's apple tree, Anna apple, and Florida Prince tree, and a mulberry tree. We have another mulberry on the other side. We'll show you in a second. You want to go look at some broccolis, brassicas. So that's one of our nice broccolis. We're getting ready to harvest that.
Yep.
We covered them with this row cover, made a tool in an attempt to keep some of the cabbage moths, something like that. And they actually got in. We've sprayed it with BT a few times, but see, they're still getting in and eating the leaves. But we got some nice cauliflowers down in there, broccolis. And these are our Itoi onions. That's another thing. If you get these going somewhere, you'll have little onions forever. What's the second bag?
Chamomile.
That's a chamomile. That seems to be doing okay.
Yeah, this is actually planted during the monsoon we have here. I was hoping it would produce by then. It did not. So because it hasn't frozen, I think we'll still maybe get a harvest. And if it doesn't ever get like below 20, this may actually come into fruition. So I'll have the little flowers for chamomile tea.
Had roselle growing in these bags for a while, and that did really well. But we're just phasing out of that and trying to figure out if we want to keep the bags along here or do something different. The idea being eventually that we're going to have a trellis on this structure, going up some of the panels. We're not exactly sure what we're going to plant for the trellis yet. Some kind of vine, and then maybe climbing roses on this front part. More the entrance to the colonnade. Have a couple plantings along the side. Got a couple doves just hanging out. Our Argentine giant looks like it's loving life.
It's getting big.
You want to talk about the flowers?
Sure. So in this area, this is still a work in progress. We've had a couple attempts here. So you can see we've got some things that are starting to catch on. We've got some alyssum here that I propagated, and then we've got a straw flower behind it that I also propagated. Because those were successful, I went ahead and I planted this in the ground. You can see a few little things coming up. Hopefully this is going to be a cut garden where we can have straw flowers, daffodils, different kinds of things that we've planted in here. I've got some canterbells in here as well. So as those come to fruition over the spring, although some of this is early, we will hopefully have some fresh flowers that we can have inside the house, as well as make wreaths and different things out of. So this is a work in progress. We got the same thing going on the other side.
So we got a green stock going here with quite a few different things. The kale is actually
From last summer.
last summer. That's a survivor there. It's doing really well. Again, we got a few, like some kind of caterpillars on these things, so we got a few little holes. We're trying to fight them off, but it's doing pretty good. We try to keep it rotated every bit here now and then. A bunch of Itoi onions, all kinds of goodies.
Yeah, this has been kind of a test place for me. I like the green stock concept. I haven't decided if I totally love it yet, although we have never set it up to the irrigation. So I hand watered this, and I can try different things like the kale, the marjoram. These are both from last year. The Itoi onions, this is new this year. These are native to our area. For me, the big thing are all these different kinds of basils. Basil has a lot of good medicinal purposes, and so this whole side is just basil, which is why the little worms like it. So I've got to get out here and take care of it. If you've never had a mixed basil tea before, it's very refreshing and very yummy, hot as well as cold. So we eat a lot of this and freeze dry a lot of this. We've also got some root vegetables in here, some carrots I'm trying out, some radishes, and some onions in here in addition to the Itois.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of everything.
It's kind of fun, and to have everything stacked in one place. Lemon tree back here. How old is that? 18 years?
Yeah, lemon trees. Yeah, it's 18 years. It took a hit a year or so ago from this monster Palo Verde of our neighbors. Tree branch fell on it and kind of took out its center section. So it's in a bit of recovery mode. So this arch we built, I don't know, 6 months ago or so. We put loofah on it. The loofah didn't really take off very fast. That was in summer.
Yeah, spring or summer.
Spring or summer.
Early summer.
And so it took it a while to get going. But once it did, it really took off. And
Kind of late.
Kind of late. And as you can see, it's set a bunch of fruit, and we're now waiting to be able to harvest these. They're starting to get light. They're starting to turn. They're definitely getting hollow. Again, we probably just need a little bit of freeze on them to finally do it in for the year. And then the tomatoes, we have a bunch of yellow pear tomatoes, and they're doing really well, especially for this part of the year. Again, we're in late December. Which are those, Tina?
These are sugar snap peas.
Sugar snap peas.
Yep, so these are just going to pick and eat. You can see we're starting to get some fresh fruit here, so we can come out and just eat out of the garden. On the back side, we have garlic on both of these bays over here. We're trying to get 3 or 4 different varieties this year. So these are 2 different varieties, and we'll have some more over here in the other area.
Yeah, and again, we didn't expect the loofah to linger this long, so we're kind of like to get a little bit more sun in on the garlic, but it should be fine. We have wild nasturtium. Once you have nasturtium, you'll always have nasturtium, I think. Yeah. It'll just keep coming back up. It's kind of nice in moderation, but it can take over.
Yeah, you gotta watch it, but it is medicinal. So if you're someone who likes medicinal plants for healing or for eating, this is definitely a good one, because the leaves as well as the flowers are all edible.
All right, then the back side over here, we have some broccoli rabe. Oh, and check out these pepper plants. Tina, you want to get us a pepper?
Let's find one that doesn't have any green on it.
Yeah, so these are really good. They're very sweet. What are they called?
They're lunchbox peppers, and they're red HMS.
And yeah, I don't know if you're picking up any of that crunch as I'm biting this thing.
So good.
But yeah, they are yummy. And plentiful. We were trying to grow those to make paprika out of them, but we keep eating them.
Might be easier on the other side.
Yeah, so here we got the broccoli rabe.
So this is interesting about the broccoli rabe. If you've never grown it before, like I hadn't, I didn't know how to harvest it. So what you're seeing here are these actually the broccolis. They're going to shoot up, so you can see here, to be tall, long. So this long piece, you could harvest it here, or you could harvest it here. These are great steamed, but they're best sauteed, is what I hear. I've been trying to cook some. So when I harvest these, I'm going to harvest these down here, and they're just going to keep coming back. So if you look at these plants, this is our oldest plant. These are our younger plants. So this one's almost done, so I'm going to let it go to seed, so I can have seed for next year. These I'm going to harvest until they're done, and I'll probably pull these out. But it's just really interesting. These leaves, you can eat like a lettuce. They don't have a heavy broccoli flavor. They're really good for lots of different things. Soups, like I said, salads, whatever. And then of course you've got the fruit here, which this is like the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it's great. It's been a fantastic grower for us here too. They're Buena Molada, I think I'm saying that right, peppers. They're in the cayenne family, but they make these beautiful purple purple peppers. They got purple flowers too, but they eventually they turn colors and they'll get red.
And
What's their final white?
They'll do purple to white to red.
Yeah, they're great. They're very hot. Like I said, they're in the cayenne family. So we might have overplanted those, unless you like a lot of
heat.
A lot of heat, yeah, or ground up pepper dust. Over here in the tomato plants. We got several different kinds of tomato plants. We got some Romas, we got some Carbons. What else do we have in here?
We may have a couple celebrities.
A couple celebrities, yeah. They got a little bit of, I think, a leaf curl or something going on, but overall they're doing really great.
Just waiting for them to turn colors.
Yeah, look for scale. You can see how big that one is there, and I think we get a few more warm days like this. What is it today? Upper 60s?
Yeah.
Let's see. Over here, we actually got some starting to turn. This is Carbon.
Yep, these are Carbon.
So these are really doing nice.
They'll eventually go purple, like a dark red purple color.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just loaded up with tomatoes. We're just kind of waiting for them to ripen. Hopefully we don't get a frost. There's nothing on the forecast about that. Somewhere in here we got, this is a volunteer eggplant. Eggplant is an amazing plant too. And it just keeps going and keeps going. I'm trying to get one out of here I can show you. So there you can kind of trying to get in there and see it. We just harvested a few of them, gave them to some friends. But they're a great plant for Arizona. So just give you kind of an overview of what's going on here. Yeah, get my gimbal to go the right way. Okay. So yeah, just a broad overview. Some more onions over there. This bed, we're doing pretty good. There's a cat. Let's see. Onions. Got a few onions going, in addition to some volunteer cilantro. Not quite as much volunteer cilantro as last year, but it's starting to come out. Dill plants as well, kind of random dill plants everywhere. Oh, yeah, here's probably one of the things I'm most excited about. Look at this purple cauliflower. Isn't that awesome? Great color on that.
And for those of you who are in Arizona, this came from the Desert Smells Like Veggies yearly plant sale. So we got this from her, and it's great. It did a great job. She propagated it well. It's been a healthy and vibrant plant for us.
Yeah, what's that one there with
That's
the
a mini cabbage.
mini cabbage? You see the worms really like that one too. We sprayed BT on it a few times, and they are still liking it.
Also came from that plant
Yeah.
sale. This one too.
Yeah, a little bit of a chaos garden around here. I got some carrots, all kinds of goodies all in
Got
here.
Carrots, Etoy onions. We've got some
Borage.
volunteer borage. I left this one zucchini plant in here. It doesn't look happy, but it still keeps producing flowers, so who knows? We'll see what happens. It may just come out, but I thought I'd see how it would do once the weather either got worse or better. And another small cabbage. This is our plant pot garden. We got baby bok choy in here. This is kind of a new thing for us. This is comfrey. So I got these these root pieces from Idaho. So I got a comfrey here, I got a comfrey over there, and I've got some more over by the colonnade that we walked through. So we'll see how that goes. Those again are medicinal.
Then this side, the garden, it's kind of see we just have leftover chip drop piled up here. We didn't really know where else to put it. This was our old lawn that we're trying to get rid of. So we were solarizing that over the summer and putting the chip drop on it. Then we just added the greenhouse space too. And we're working on getting our tomato starts going in there. Lettuce starts, those are going to go into the hydroponics. I'll show you that, but there's really nothing going on in there right now. I had a little leak I had to fix. Let's see, over here we have some more bell peppers, some lettuce, some more buena mulatas, and this volunteer green bean.
Mm-hmm. That's a Kentucky, I can't remember.
Kentucky pole bean? Pole bean?
Yeah, Kentucky pole bean maybe. But you can see it's funny because we only have the one vine, but it's producing for us. We got some pretty good sized beans here. Some of them may even be overripe, so that we can have some beans for dinner one night.
Yeah, but isn't it just these little things that just kind of come up when they're ready, come up on their own time. One thing. It lists some, smells great, bees love it. More garlic. And the verbena. That's another thing. You plant that and it...
Oh, I'm sorry, it's a vinca.
Vinca. Okay, that just keeps on going.
Yeah, it started out over here.
And let's see, what else? Bok choy.
So bok choy normally does really well for us, but it's bolting, as you can see. With the good weather for all the other plants, some of these brassica type plants and lettuce type plants have a hard time. So this one bolted. Again, we're going to let it continue to bolt one. You can see all the bees on it, which is great for the rest of the garden. But some of these that bolted earlier, you're starting to see seed pods form. So again, we won't have to buy any seeds, and our friends probably either, because we're going to be able to harvest all these seeds from our bok choy. And we did eat some of this before it all went to seed.
And this is a peppercini plant that's on its second year.
Yeah. So
At
this
least
one
it overwintered last year.
over summered, and I can see I need to harvest some more off of this in the morning. So yeah, and I have pickled pepperoncinis of all different varieties. inside my pantry.
And a bunch of pear tomatoes. We're actually eating these now. They're pretty good.
They're like candy.
Yeah. There's the other side of that one. We tried planting some onions in here too. We got a volunteer potato.
Yep, volunteer potato.
That just kind of came out of nowhere.
Gotta love it.
And then this side is the dill. Like I said, wild. It just kind of came up from the opposite side of the yard.
Yeah.
Somehow some seed got over here.
Wild dill, wild onion.
Wild cilantro.
Yeah, and this was supposed to be another area of the cut garden. So we'll see what survived here. I have not planted anything in here yet.
And then this is our other mulberry tree. So this is its first winter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah, it's loving it too. Here's our kitty again. So anyway, that's our December update. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gives you some inspiration. I know the dead of winter is hard to grow for some people, but unless you're here in Arizona, and we have a late frost this year. So
Yeah.
hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you on the next update.